my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 8 of this unboxing. And we're going to show all these things, some pretty cool things. I hope you enjoy. Let's get right into it. The first one is an Infinity cover. So this is, I got this from my friend Biggie McFly, the comic guy. Sadly, Big B, Brian, when you shipped it, you didn't bag it. So I actually had to bag it, and the corner got dinged when you when you sent it. I was a little bit sad about that, but it is a very cool Adam Hughes Infinity cover. It's a really good Infinity cover too. You got, I always like counting them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infinities. So that's pretty good. I really like this cover too because it showcases all the other covers in the background as well. So it's just a really nice Infinity cover. So yeah. So this is a comic book artwork, I believe it's called. Artwork or art. Comic book artist, I think it is. Actually, comic book artist number 21. So if you're ever looking for it, definitely a cool book. I like Infinity covers. That's why I got it. Next one is Gaiety from 1933. I just saw this. I thought it was really cute. Decided to pick it up. It's a pretty good grade too. It's a volume 1, number 4 from 1933. So yeah, just a really cute one. And who did the cover? H.S. Moskowitz. If you can read better than me, you can look at it. Thought it was fun. Just picked it up. It was not much. I was like, when I saw, every so often I've been looking for a Gaiety that was done by Alex Schomburg. That my friend Alex the Comic Hoarder and my friend Stephen Gettner both have. They both have this really rare Gaiety, just an awesome Gaiety, massive cover actually. It's a big book that was done by Alex Schomburg. So every so often I look on MyComicShop for Gaiety, and I saw this one, picked it up, but I couldn't find the one I was actually looking for. But I thought this one was pretty cool. Okay. Next one is part of a collection that I'm really trying to finish, and I actually did finish it at the time of recording this video, where the last issue is actually in my next series of unboxing. But this is The Saint, number 9. I've been trying to get the complete run of The Saint, so I finally finished that. And it's a pretty cool, has some pretty great Good Girl art covers, so that's why I was interested in this one. This one, maybe not one of the better Good Girl art covers, but still a cool book. This is The Saint, number 9. So just, not sure who the artist is. Actually, it does say. Oh, wow. And I can't read it. E.R. Minister. Okay, so E.R. Minister did the cover. Okay, this next one, when I saw this, I was thinking about Jerry the Jitterbug, who is another comic channel that I'm friends with. And I saw this and I was like, oh, wow, this is this is so funny. This is All Flash Comics, number 25. And it's a Jitterbug cover. So they're doing the Jitterbug, which is a old dance from the 50s, or 40s, 50s. This is in the 40s, so, and the Flash is doing the Jitterbug. The Flash goes Jitterbug, it says even. I just thought it was a really great Good Girl art cover for the Flash, which is odd. You know, you don't really see many Good Girl art covers from the Flash series, but this is definitely one of those. I thought it was a really cool one. So, yeah. All Flash, number 25. I really like this cover, actually. Just really awesome. Okay, so that's that one. This next one, my friend Nate from Hall Yeah was going on about this book so much. So I was like, okay, I'll pick up a copy of it. This is Nightcat, number 1. And not that it's a great series or anything like that, but it has actually not a bad cover. And I guess the interior artwork's not too bad. It's just the story is derivative, and it didn't go anywhere. They even produced supposedly a cassette with a song devoted to this comic. So they really tried to promote it, and they actually didn't spare any, quality. It's obviously a good quality comic. The artwork is good. Just didn't catch on for whatever reason. So Night Cat #1. Just a really very 80s, 90s style with the big hair and sexy girl kind of cover. Yeah, I just think it's really fun. This is from 1991, Marvel Comics. Okay, I forgot what this one is. This one I have to look up, and I'll put it into the description of this video, what the key is. But it's probably related to the series of comics where it has like the hollow cards on them, and the characters related in those ones. So this is Avengers number 357. And it's the first appearance of somebody, but I forget who. Yeah, Avengers 357. I'll look it up, and I will put it in the description. Take a look in the description. But this is actually kind of an interesting cover. You got, I think this is Nova. It looks like he has like a lightsaber. It's kind of interesting that way. So yeah, it's very interesting cover there. This next one is also part of the same series. Actually, I think is it signed? No, it's just the way his thing is. I thought it was signed for a second. It looked like that was a signature, but it's just the part of his string from his hat. But this is X Factor number 88. And this is the first appearance of Random. So that's Random right there. Just another character that was mentioned in the books that we're reading at book club. So because we were reading at book club, I was like, oh, I'll just pick up all the first appearances. This is the first appearance of Random. Yeah, so X Factor number 88. And then another one that was also mentioned in that series is the Gladiators. So this is New Mutants number 29, the first appearance of the Gladiators. Yeah, so another minor keys. Those would all fit under that minor key thing. Now, I've been hanging around with Matt from Matt Likes Comics quite a bit, and his love of DC has been sort of infectious. He's been sort of making me FOMO on certain books that he's been showing. He's a big fan of the Legion. I even have I got this from my friend Steven, my Legion ring. But he's a big fan of the Legion. And he's been telling me, oh, that's the first appearance of such and such a character. I picked up the ones that I thought were cool from the ones that he said. This one is the first appearance of Dawnstar. And I thought she was kind of sexy, so hey, I picked her up. This is that's Dawnstar on the cover there. So yeah, this is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes number 226. And this one is actually extra special. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to open it up to show you why it's extra special. So one second, I got to take off the tape so I don't do a tape pull thing. So this one I picked up, but it's a bit of a bonus with it. So this is the cover. And if you look, this is a really important thing to do. Maybe, I'm not sure if you can see it on this, but if you ever look at your comics this way, or maybe this way even, sometimes you can see a line. There's like a line that will go down the kind of the middle of the comic. If you see that line, there's a bonus to the comic. And what it is there's an insert that has been added to the comic called the Mark Jewelers insert. Okay? And what it was is Mark Jewelers would sell rings and different jewelry, okay? And they would sell them through the comics. Now, they didn't put the insert in all the comics. They only put them in when it was on the U.S. military bases. So this book would have been sold on some U.S. military base. And the number of marked jewelers compared to regular versions of comics is pretty sparse, because there's not that many military bases where these comics were sold. So they're generally considered more desirable and more like more valuable as a result. The value, the price difference between a marked jewelers version and a non-marked jewelers version is usually about 2 to 3 times. So a lot more sought after and collected by people that like the marked jewelers stuff, because they are just much more scarce. So that was the bonus with this one. It's a marked jewelers insert. So a little bit of marked jewelers history there. So if you ever see that line, pick it up, because it's got probably a little bit of a benefit. And generally, it's one of those things that even if it's not a key for whatever reason, if it just happens to have that marked jewelers, people will actually pay bigger money for it. So it's definitely something to look for. So that marked jewelers insert. Okay, this next one is another marked jewelers. I got I picked both of these up, and they both had that marked jewelers insert. So this is another Superboy in the Legion of Superheroes, and this is the first appearance of Charma, and it's this girl right here, and she has the ability to control men's minds, where she can make them fall in love with her and do whatever she wants. So it's just kind of a cool power. And yeah, in this case, she gets all the good guys fighting each other. So yeah, so Legion of Superheroes, number 221. So a couple cool first appearances with the marked jeweler insert. Hey, if you're gonna get a cool first appearance, get it with the marked jewelers insert. Now, the rest of the books in this part are all Golden Age books. These ones, this is the first one I picked up, is Tessie the Typist, number 3. And I've been trying to get a complete run of Tessie. I really like Tessie. I think she's fun. Kind of, good girl, cute girl. And this one's really fun. Oh, I dropped my handkerchief. And you can see all the guys trying to get her handkerchief. They're not focused on the football. They're focused on getting her handkerchief. And they're all like, I got it, I got it. So yeah, that's just a really cute one. I really like Tessie, so I picked her up. And another Tessie number 7. He's really falling for her, literally falling through the ground. So this is Tessie number 7. What does it say? Oh, this is one of those tropes where, they're like standing next to the edge of a cliff, and they're going to take a picture, and he's like, okay, just back up just a little bit more. I can't quite get you in focus. Back up. And he backs up too far, and he goes off the side of the cliff. So yeah, just a really cute one. So yeah. So Tessie number 7. Okay, next one. This one's kind of beat up, but it is such a cool book, and I got it for a great price because it is so beat up. This is a pedigree book. It is from the Philip Casson collection, based on his name written all over it. And we know where he lives, so we can ask him about this book. He even wrote his address. So Philip Casson. But this is ignoring that, it is a very cool book. You got Nazis, you got bondage, you got cartoon characters. Just a really cool comedy comics number 24. Now, the funny thing about comedy comics is it started out as a cartoon book. You got all these cartoony characters. You got a little bit of pig bondage going on there. And then it became a good girl comic. Okay, so in issue number 25, it switched over to being a good girl comic. With the introduction of the character known as Margie. I think it's issue 25. It might be later, but once they introduced Margie, then they actually switched the title. Even they changed the title to Margie. So this is kind of an interesting series because it introduced a bunch of good girl characters and then also had all these kind of funny animal characters as well. So we got Super Rabbit, and he's fighting the Nazis, and it's just a really cool Nazi cover, actually. These are quite popular, especially finding Nazi covers in the kids' books are especially sought after by collectors. So this is Comedy Comics number 24. Okay, last one that's in here is Archie book, actually. It's Jughead number 5, and it's just another innuendo cover. I just love my innuendo covers. This is Archie's Pal, Jughead number 5, and what does it say? It says, "Juggy, I have to pay a forfeit to you as soon as I put my lipstick on. Do you know what you're going to get? Yeah, I'm getting out of here." So you know, it's like I don't know, it's like one of those great innuendo covers. She's like making moves on Jughead of all people, which is kind of weird. So he's getting out of there. So yeah, just a really cute one. Jughead number 5. So yeah, so those are this part. What did you think? I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks again for watching. Bye for now.